Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for being here. Well, as ever, there is just something else to talk about. Yes, in our series of The Royal Imitation of Life, this is a hot mess. How this woman is putting herself out there and trying to create something. And we just look at her gobsmacked like, what? Okay, so now she's done another video. We're going to talk briefly about that, but also talk to you about how she knows she is going down in flames. And by her reaction in this video and how she has presented herself, it is all over her face. It is so bad. It's terrible. And we got to talk about it, folks. Let's get into it. Okay, so really briefly, just to get in the mindset of this crazy video, anything Meghan essentially does is going to be viewed as controversial. Let's just keep it real. Okay, that's part of the problem that I'm going to be talking about. But just in the beginning of this video where you hear Harry's voice, that was clearly to establish that he is there. Now I'm hearing that this voice is actually Marcus Anderson. So it's not Harry. It's very quick. You know, you could say it is, you could say it isn't. I don't know, but I find it curious that with a highly edited video like this, you're even keeping in Harry's voice. Like that was intentional. And it's the underlying conniving that this woman does that makes her so unlikable, because that was intentional to make it appear as if Harry is there or not there with someone else. But you're just trying to do something that it's like, we see you. We see you. And you try to do things to cover it up, but you're not slick. You're not slick. And I think that this is the problem that Meghan has, is she's trying to show us things from an authentic place, but nothing she does is authentic. And it's almost like, girl, just be authentic. And I think she cannot do it. She literally does not know how to be a human. A real human. She just does not know how to be authentic. It's like immediately when there's others around or a camera, it's like, you know, and then she's portraying and she's conniving. Well, what if I do this? What if I, and it's like all this, like, just be. She can't do it. That's, I believe, the problem here, folks. This is why she's found herself caught up in a soap opera. She is living the Truman Show. She doesn't even realize it, folks. She is off trying to make and do things, and we're looking at her in the reality of the universe that we're all in, and she does not fit into this universe. I mean, really, it's bad. It's bad. And if you're new, you're just trying to follow all of this, you got to go way back. Because this is a long story that has continuing episodes that you kind of need to follow to understand the gravity of all of this. But I'm going to do my best to explain it as best I can. So looking at this video.
Recording.
Okay. You know, you hear Harry say, it's recording. It's recording. Okay.
Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about.
And then she gives that little, you know, there's been a lot of curiosity about. Meghan, girl, you just laugh. You just laugh. You just try to make yourself seem so relatable. Oh, so much curiosity. Okay.
Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area.
That's a lie. Meghan Markle, that is a lie. You know good and well, girl, that name didn't just limit you to this area. You know good and well that your patent that you tried to put on to this name, American Riviera Orchard, could not go forward because it was named after a geographical area. Girl, let's just keep it real. This is what I'm talking about. She can't just be real and come out and say, you know what, guys, I messed up. I tried to patent a name for a geographical area. That's not allowed. Where is my attorney? Why didn't someone who was supposed to know these things tell me? I mean, I am a duchess after all. Like, seriously, woman, you want to try to fake people that know probably the color of your drawers. I mean, seriously, people are following this woman like a hawk. And you're going to put out there that this is the reason why. That's a bold-faced lie. That's what I'm talking about. This woman cannot just be real and just, hey, look, we all make mistakes. We all do things that we thought were great, but they weren't. Just come out and say it. That's what people are looking for. But Meghan can't do it, even though she knows everything that she is doing is going to make news. People know what you do, what you've done. They know about the patent. You can't get anything over on people on the internet. They will find it. They will hunt it down. So that's what I don't understand, that she would just boldly lie and make it seem like so relatable. You know, I couldn't do it. You know, I was just trying to get into this area and, you know, it just limited me, you know, and, you know, I couldn't do it. Stop the act. That's a problem. Okay?
And Netflix came on not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share.
Okay. So she says that Netflix came as a partner for the show. No, they are not your partner. They are essentially your boss. Okay, Meghan, we got to, come on now, girl. We got to keep it real. And they came in now as part of your business because you couldn't do it on your own. I mean, for real, for real. Tell the world you needed help. Look, folks, you cannot buy anything from this woman on her website. First it was ARO, and now it is this As Ever, which has its own problems, we know. The business has been trying to get off the ground forever, and Netflix has a vested interest in Meghan because they have given this woman money to start a show, which she is probably not going to do very well with. So they are trying to come in to like shake it up. Let me just grab a hold of what this woman is doing so that we can take some control. And then how she sits there and how, oh my God, they're coming in as a partner for the show, and now my business. Oh my God, As Ever. Woman, this is a hot mess. I mean, the lies just spew off like it's real. It's the truth. That is a problem. Oh yeah.
Name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do.
Okay, so here's the other part of this. So she secured the name. That's a lie. Folks, she has not secured the name. The internet has found that there is yet a patent still pending for this name, As Ever. As Ever, a lie? You know, I mean, it's really, there is something wrong with this woman. I tell you, I do not understand how you can just say it is secured when we see clearly it is showing pending. And the best thing Meghan could have done would have been to just go with TIG 2.0. I mean, the reality is her TIG website did pretty well. I mean, she had over 1 million followers. Okay, it is what it is. She did well with the TIG. And she's trying to rebrand. She's saying she couldn't come out with it. Now she can, because she can now. I mean, I don't know why now. I mean, now you're going to do it before the show comes out because you're rebranding and you can't do ARO, and you know you have to tell people it's a new name because ARO is not going to go and the show is going to be coming out on Netflix soon. So it's like this rush to do something that still isn't in the bag yet. So, Meghan, I don't understand how you can say that.
And I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course.
So this is what she's saying. Things have been starting to trickle out there. She knows that people are on to her. She knows that people, even Netflix, is probably not going to be secure around this whole venture with Meghan, and things don't look good. So I think she put information out there on social media so that she can kind of make the narrative herself, to try to spin the wheels around what Netflix is looking like they're doing. No, they're the partner, and this is the name that I've chosen, so we have to run with it now because I've made an announcement. Like, you just never know why she actually just did it now, rushed.
Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam.
This part when she says this, it's like, of course we all know that there's going to be preserves because jam is my jam. It was just such an awkward moment in her talking about all of this. It was like, squirrel and jam's my jam. Yeah, of course it's going to be preserves. You know, like it just went left field, you know, and I just found it to be kind of awkward, just probably a tick that she has, which we all have them, okay? I mean, I have mine, and, you know, she has hers, and I would certainly not want to think that I'm putting in something that is not flowing with what I'm saying, but I just felt it was awkward. So you couldn't take that or left it. I know it was just something that kind of, you know, is out there for me.
But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
And so here is the thing. Meghan went from being a duchess, working with the royal family, one of the most famous families in the world, where she could have done the most good, aligning herself with the royal family. And in a roundabout kind of way, she could have still done this and had the support she needed in a right way, where it would have been launched correctly. But the problem that Meghan has is she doesn't want to listen to people. She wants to do things the way she wants to do them, and it has gotten her into a lot of trouble. And to me personally, she just looks very manic. She looks out of control, and her trying to cut off the top of her head shows she's trying not to show her faults, which we can see. And I don't talk badly about people in their appearance, but I could just tell she was trying to do something to limit the majesticness of her forehead. And she could have probably just done it and not try to be too natural with it. I just think that was a little awkward to see her head cut off for me, but I can see and understand why she may have done it. And there's a lot of cuts in the video, and she's trying to be relatable, and I'm almost thinking, who is she talking to? Like, seriously, who is she talking to? Does she have a following of people that are really waiting on the cusp of what's Meghan doing today? It's almost like that other Instagram post that she did with the Billie Eilish. And she's trying to look relatable. And there's nobody really out there that is waiting with bated breath to see what is Meghan going to do now and bring out to us, her fans. Because there are none. All she has are her paid Sussex squad. And I find it deranged that you think that there is a fan base out there waiting to see what you're going to bring next. Because Meghan gets a lot of, not hate, but she gets a lot of criticism for the things that she does. Because like I've said in my other videos, she has a whole slew of dead bodies that follow her. There's a whole history behind what she has done and that she does not address that people see. This is why when people watch her, they can't see her for whatever it is that she's trying to fake do. Because her history precedes her. We see who she is as a person that is blaringly loud at us whenever she tries to come out as a human. It doesn't work. It will never work. And this is why what came out in this article is so, for for the first time real to me, because it's Meghan really coming to a realization about something that she's not going to listen to, because this is the article. Meghan Markle comes to term with heartbreaking realization amid growing hate. And I believe some of it is hate, because people really hate what she did to the royal family. So people are giving her what she has put out there. The hate that she gave to her in-laws and her family, people are throwing that back at her. But like my channel and others who talk about things that are constructive in her criticism, it's not hate. And if only she would listen. Because this is what they're saying. That Meghan is realizing that she will never be good enough, no matter how much charitable work she does. According to Closer magazine, the Duchess, she felt bitter when people compared her charitable works to Catherine's. Meghan faced, we know, immense criticism after she and Harry visited the World Central Kitchen in Pasadena around the LA fires, because we saw all the criticism that came out about that. The criticism intensified after she was accused of name dropping for posting the video where she revealed Adam Levine helped find a Billie Eilish t-shirt for a fire victim. And they talk about how Catherine has garnered widespread praise for her visit to the Ty Hafan Children's Hospital. And now sources that are close to Meghan says that she feels disheartened as her charitable efforts are constantly scrutinized. People seem to want her to sit at home and to stay out of sight. But that's not her. She doesn't want to always be outshone, says this insider. So Meghan, yes, you are in a position where people are always going to criticize you because you threw away a huge opportunity. And now you're trying to cover up all the bad that you've done to people. And you want people to suddenly just say, okay, squirrel, I'm a nice person. I'm actually a human. And yes, here is my company. And then you spew out all the lies and you try to make yourself seem relatable and nice when we know that you've done things that are not nice, and you tend to just try to not really address the elephant in the room. And this is why you will never be successful. And it is unfortunate for you, Meghan, because I think you've thrown away a big opportunity that you just are going to continue to try to grab. And this is what else they're saying. So the insider continued and said, yet it seems that no matter what they do, even more so, everything Meghan does will be interpreted in a negative way. It feels like an uphill battle, and the fact that people found fault with her helping out victims of a wildfire makes it clear that she can't win, and that is very disheartening. Yeah, you said it. Congratulations, Meghan Markle. You actually are realizing your problem. You are realizing that you will never have success. You will always get people criticizing you because that's just the reality of what your circumstances are. It's going to take a major turnaround for Meghan to change the narrative. Major. And I think something so major that she can't do. It takes an act of huge humility to recognize your faults and to bring yourself down to about this big to try to help regrow who you want to become. And Meghan just doesn't have it in herself to do. She obviously has it in herself to recognize it to people, to insiders. But as this article talked about, it's just not within her to be quiet and to shut her mouth. She wants to just keep going and keep going and keep going and just say, oh, they hate me. And here's another part of the article where she says she feels it's a duty of hers to show everybody that she's just as much Diana's daughter-in-law as Kate is. Now, you know what? That's the problem. You're continually trying to show yourself as the daughter-in-law of Princess Diana. And that's why we always see, the trying to interject Princess Diana into their narrative for their charity work or whatever it is that they're doing. There's this constant trying to be relatable to Diana. And you can't go up against someone like a Diana to make people think you should be now loved or liked because you're Diana's daughter-in-law. The reality is Princess Diana is dead, and if she were alive, you probably would not be married to Harry. So the constant comparison is just a dead place for you to go to. Just don't do it. And I think it's the jealousy of Catherine and how she insists on calling Catherine Kate, and how she really wants people to look at her the way people look at Catherine. And it's just not going to happen. Wake up out of your delusion. This is a hot mess. And as ever, is not a good name. That name is not even secured. There's still a patent pending on that name as ever. It's like, wake up, woman. Wake up. It is so bad. I don't even know at this point how Harry can think that his life is going to get better from here, because he's just going down, 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 down. He's sinking with the ship, folks. And I think he's starting to realize it, because he looks absolutely miserable when you see him when he's with Meghan. So at the end of the day, as ever, is a hot mess. And I'm just trying to understand how you think you're going to overcome all the bad deeds you have done, Meghan Markle, to keep trying to rise above with this new rebranding. It's not going to work. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you and Harry can get on with your lives in a good way. Because this, my friend, is a soap opera. Girl, somebody go get my popcorn. It's time to watch the next episode. And that's all I have to say. Otis, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.